Welcome back to Mummy's Wiz. Today we will be having a discussion on sources of energy. We will deal with this topic in 3 different parts. Coming to today's part, we will be dealing about what is a source of energy, its classification as renewable and non-renewable source of energy, what is a characteristic of good fuel, what is a renewable source, its definition and its example, what are non-renewable source, its definition and example, and what is a thermal power plant, what is an energy classification as conventional and non-conventional energy sources, what is a conventional source, its definition and example, what is a non-conventional source, its definition and an example, and finally we'll be looking on to what is the need for energy. This is all about today's class. Next requirement would be easy to transport. For example, coal, petrol, diesel, LPG have to be transported from the places of their production to the consumers. The next requirement is easy to store. For example, huge storage tanks are required to store petrol, diesel and LPG. Coming to the characteristics of a good fuel. A good fuel should have a high calorific value, less smoke, less residue after burning, easy availability, inexpensive, easy to store and transport. Now coming to the classification of sources of energy. Sources of energy can be classified into renewable sources and non-renewable sources. Renewable sources include solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, geothermal energy, ocean energy, and the biomass energy. Non-renewable sources include coal, oil, and natural gas. Now, what are renewable sources of energy? Renewable sources of energy are those which are inexhaustible, such that these can be replaced as we use them and can be used to produce energy again and again. These are available in an unlimited amount in nature and develop within a relatively short period of time. To begin with, what is a source of energy? A source of energy is that which is capable of providing enough useful energy at a steady rate over a long period of time. So, there are some requirements for a good source of energy. These include safe and convenient to use. For example, nuclear energy can be used only by highly trained engineers with the help of nuclear power plant. It cannot be used for our household purpose. Now let's look on to the examples of renewable sources of energy. Solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, geothermal energy, ocean energy, biomass energy that include firewood, animal dung, biodegradable waste from the cities and the crop residues constitute the biomass. These all fall under the renewable sources of energy. Now, what are the advantages of renewable sources of energy? These sources will long as the earth receives light from the sun. These sources are freely available in the nature. These sources do not cause any pollution. Now coming to the non-renewable source of energy. Non-renewable sources of energy are those which are exhaustible and cannot be replaced once they have been used. These sources have been accumulated in the nature over a long period of millions of years. The examples of non-renewable sources include coal, oil, and natural gas. All these fuels are collectively termed as fossil fuels. As how renewable sources of energy have advantages, the non-renewable sources of energy contains disadvantages. Due to their extensive use, their sources are fast depleting. It is difficult to discover and exploit new deposits of these resources. These resources are a major cause of environmental pollution. What are thermal power plants? We all must have heard this word very frequently. Yes, thermal power plants generate electricity from the heat produced by combustion of coal and petroleum, for example, fossil fuels. These coal and petroleum and natural gas produce thermal electricity. This electricity transmission is very efficient. The steam produced by the burning fossil fuel runs the turbine to produce electricity. On this basis, sources of energy are again classified into conventional sources and non-conventional sources. Conventional sources include fossil fuels, nothing but coal, oil and natural gas, and hydro energy, biomass energy, and the wind energy. The non-conventional sources include the solar energy, ocean energy, geothermal energy, and the nuclear energy. Now, what is a conventional source of energy? A conventional source of energy are those which are used extensively and meet a marked portion of our energy requirement. These are fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas, and the hydro energy, which is nothing but the energy of water flowing in rivers. The biomass energy and the wind energy also fall in this category as these are being used since ancient times. Now coming to the non-conventional sources of energy. What are these? These are those which are not used as extensively as the conventional ones and meet our energy requirement only on a limited scale. Solar energy, ocean energy, geothermal energy, and the nuclear energy belong to this category. Ocean energy includes tidal energy, wave energy, and the ocean thermal energy. These sources of energy, which have been tapped with the aid of advances in technology to meet our growing energy needs, are called as alternative sources of energy. Now coming to the last topic for today's discussion, what is the need for energy? The ability of a body to do work is termed as energy. So, if there is no energy, no activity will occur. Therefore, energy is required in all walks of life. So, what are the characteristics of a good source of energy? It should be able to do a large amount of work for each unit of mass or volume. It should be easily accessible. It should be easily transported. And finally, it should be economical. This is a quick recap about what we had today. Let's meet again with another video. Until then, it's Mummy's Wish signing off. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.